before we jump into anything, I would just like to say I'm sorry if you hear any weird noises. That is Luna, our dog, doing who knows what. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Let's Get Kraken podcast. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it so much. And if you're a new viewer, also welcome. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out a new podcast and to hang out with me. My name is Eden. I'm the owner of Kraken Made, where I sell handmade, progress keepers, hand-dyed yarn, other handmade treasures, and my own pattern designs. You can find me on Instagram as Crafting Kraken Made. You can also find me and my patterns on Love Crafts and Ravelry. All the links are down below. And if you hear paw prints, Luna is also here with us today. So we are upstairs today, not in the cove, just because it's just me today in the house and Luna. And she's just a puppy. She's about 6 months now, and she will get into anything. And there she goes on her bone, of course. I might have to come back because she's really loud with that thing. Okay. I'd also like to jump in here because I forgot to say it at the beginning of the episode. We're going to get into the giveaway at the end of the episode. There'll probably be a little timestamp that you can jump to if you're just here for the giveaway, and that is okay. Okay, she will get her bone back after podcasting. So yeah, Luna is here and she is just a puppy, so I'm upstairs just to keep an eye on her and make sure that she doesn't get into anything, because quite often if I'm downstairs and she's upstairs, she's getting into something because she knows she can. So yeah, we're upstairs, got some sunlight coming in, that's really nice. I've got a finished object and I've got some works in progress. Not much going on, like crazy projects today. I have a sewing project. I have a sewing finished object. But first I'll talk about what I'm wearing. The cardigan. I wore this last week. I wear this so much. No surprise. This is the Nature's Cardigan by Ozetta. And my mom had knit this a few years ago. And while she was closet purging, I got a hold of it. So I really love it. And I'm wearing a new sewn object. And I will just say this as a disclaimer before I get into it. I am not the most professional sewist, but I enjoy doing it every once in a while. So I'll just stand up here, but I will insert a video in a minute. This is the Terra dress by Mood Fabrics. Good and uneven zipper, of course. That's all right. So the Terra dress by Mood Fabrics, it is a free pattern for people to download and try, and it was really fun. I made some modifications. The first is, instead of one singular strap, I did two so that I could tie them together and make it sit where I want it to. Because I found that the darts you put in, it was really hard to get them to sit properly. So I just made two straps so that I could get it to sit nicely, which was easy enough. And then the other thing I changed is I added a zipper in the back because it was supposed to be a slip-on dress, and I am a curvy person. I don't mind that, but it is very hard to get stuff to slip over me because the smallest part of me is my waist right above here, and the rest of me is pretty wide. So I had to add a zipper so that I could get it on. And then last thing I did is I took out 4 inches off the skirt because it's super tall. It's supposed to be like, they say it's like a prom dress or something. It's a formal dress. I made it to be a typical sundress. But you could totally wear this to I would wear this to a wedding as like a guest for sure. But I really like it. I have no idea what the fabric is. My grandma has given us loads and loads of fabric over the years, and so this was one of them, and it worked out really well. I just didn't make it, but it worked out anyways. When I was cutting out the skirts, I came out to like 3 inches short on one of the skirt panels, and so I just cut it for everything to be even. And it turns out it's still super long. It goes right down to my ankles. I am 5'7", 5 feet 7 inches. So I'm not super tall, but I'm taller. So yeah, it's a very long dress, very long skirt. And that is my first finished sewing object. Might as well move into first finished object. I shoved trees into her stuffed animal that has a bunch of holes in it. Like she's chewed holes in it. So she's just fetching the treats out of that. So my next finished object is this wacky thing. This is my hair rod. So this is a pattern design I am working on. First time you saw it, I think it was like only about that long. But now it's huge, and I've tested it out twice now. And so far, I've gotten curls. Like you can see, my hair is kind of curly. I had to put it up in a ponytail because I didn't completely curl my hair. That is my own fault. It is very difficult to figure out. So you put it on your head, and you have to cinch it down. Next time, I'm going to try it with bobby pins. So far, I've only been trying it with like a hair clip, and the hair clip isn't very secure. But anyway, you put it on your head, make sure it's even, or uneven, whichever way, as even as possible. And then you start wrapping your hair. You can either wrap it around, or you can braid it in with it, or you can do a crisscross motion. There are a ton of different ways that you can try it. And so far, I've got some curls. Like, just in my ponytail here. This part isn't curled because I didn't quite do it far enough in the front of my head. So, that's on me. But anyway, hair rod. I'm going to just type this up and put it out as a free pattern. Like, if you want to give this a try, I hope that it's something that catches your fancy. So yeah, hopefully by next podcast it'll be written up and it'll be out for you to do. Very easy hair rod. It's just you cast on. See if I can figure this out. I think it's this end. Cast on. Come on. It's dog hair on everything. Cast on with like a Judy's Magic Cast On. And then you just knit this tube for a long time. It's actually really great TV knitting. And then you just kitchener the other end. And I would recommend stuffing it as you knit. I did not. And that was really hard to stuff it. I had to get like a broom to shove the stuffing through it. Yeah. So hair rod is a free pattern coming out pretty soon. And I will keep trying. I will keep testing. And hopefully I can get some proper curls out of it. Okay. Take a little drink break. I guess this is kind of an update on my kombuchas. Fred and George. This is Fred. He is a pineapple kombucha, and he's so good. It worked out really well. I realize how weird that sounds. But anyway. Yeah. So both kombuchas are doing really well. They're on their second batch. And I've been drinking this. It turned out slightly acidic the first time. And that's just because I over fermented the first time. I'll try and be careful this time. But that is okay. If it's acidic, just means that you've got a really good SCOBY going, and you just add a little fruit juice to it to balance out how sour it is, and it works out really well. If you didn't catch it last time, I have 2 kombuchas, Fred and George, and this is just a new experiment I've been working on, and I'm having fun with it. Okay, oh, forgot. This is the yarn I used for the hair rod. This is my own hand-dyed yarn from a very old batch or base. I don't dye this anymore. This is Lazy Sea Star on a superwash DK base, and worked out really well. I have 62 grams left, so this doesn't take up a whole lot of yarn. You could knit it longer, you could knit it shorter if you have shorter hair and you don't want like a huge rod. My hair comes about just to my shoulders, and it seems to be a perfect length. So yeah, I just knit it magic loop. Okay, next is some works in progress that you've seen before. So, well, one of them you haven't seen in full. I'm just going to show off the one you have seen really quickly. I am almost there on my opal socks. This will be the last time they're showing up as a work in progress, I promise. Okay. Woo. See if I can do this. There we go. So yeah, my opal sock, I'm knitting these on size 2.25 millimeter needles, US 1s. And this is a loyal and true friend. This is an opal colorway that I have available in the shop, and all opal yarns right now are on sale for $12. That's pretty good. And it is great for some hardy socks, some working socks. I'm really excited about these. I'll show you the full one. I'm just knitting a 64 stitch vanilla sock with a slip stitch heel, flapping gusset, and then an umbrella toe. It's a fuzzy there. I didn't weave in the end very well. Oops. Anyway, yeah, I'm just on the foot with this one, and it will definitely be done for the next podcast. And it's just skeined up into a cake because the original ball was really falling apart, because it's my travel knitting. Okay, whoop, it's attached to the next work in progress. So this was just cast on the last time you saw it. This is really exciting. This is my Muria toque. It is a DK weight toque that is knit with a double brim, and you just fold it in, but you wear it, I wonder if I could turn this inside out. You wear it inside out. Let's see if I can do that. Very carefully. Hang on, come on. Okay, so wear it inside out to get that really cool marled texture on the purl side. Has a seed stitch ribbing. Let's just turn that there. Whoop. Ta-da! So I really love this toque, and it is my own pattern, if I didn't say that. It's a DK weight hat. I am knitting this out of my own hand-dyed yarn. This is, oops, sorry. This is Deep Sea Tangle on my Whirlpool DK base. I love this green. It's so earthy and rich. It's got a slight gray tone, which I really love. So it is a very foresty colored toque. And I am just redoing this pattern because the original I have is a little small. I originally designed it to have fingering weight held double, but for 50-gram hanks. which gave me very minimal amount of room to knit a toque with. It works out great, but it's a kid's hat. It's a kid size hat. And so I decided to redo it with some DK weight yarn. You could also do this fingering held double. I'll probably do another one with fingering held double. And I'm using bigger needles. Same stitch count, bigger needles. I might knit it to be a little bit longer. So I'm just reworking it so that when I revisit the pattern, I can give it proper sizing and probably some variations of sizing. I think it'd be really good, like, pattern for all the family. So I want to make like a baby size and a toddler size, kid size, adult, small, medium, large. That might be a lot of sizes to work on, but we'll see. I don't know if I could flip this nicely. There we go. Yeah, really easy. And it's almost there. I've got my own progress keeper on there. This is Are We There Yet? It's a hand-painted progress keeper. Oh, let's pull it this way. There we go. It's available in the shop. Please forgive my nail polish nails. So I haven't taken the time to take that polish off. But anyway, it's got like a little road, a little cactus, some clouds. It's very cute. It's a little cartoony because I made the road to cactus sizing a little off, but I think that adds to the fun of it. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who ordered progress keepers and yarn this past weekend. It was a really big encouragement. I was not feeling great about life at the time, and that really boosted my spirits, the last update. So thank you so much. Okay. So, other work in progress. I haven't touched any of my sweaters. I have some ideas of what I want to knit next. I think I'm going to get into knitting a tank top or another like lacy sweater, which is crazy for me. I'm not usually a lace person, but I want to give it a try. Or just revisit old projects. Who knows? I am unpredictable when it comes to knitting. But definitely I want to get the hat and the socks done for the next podcast. Lots of finished objects. The last thing I wanted to show off is over here. Is my neat ripple blanket. I've put in quite a bit of work on this. So the progress keeper should be like, okay. It's not as much as I want. Okay, get down so I can show you this as full as I can. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. I'll probably slip in a video to get the full picture of it, but it is huge. It's about halfway now, which is awesome. I'd like it to be a total square. I think it's about a yard wide. So, I don't know. Just going with it. I am using fingering weight scraps held double. This progress keeper here is where you saw it last. It's a little apple my brother made for me. So yeah, it is huge. And it is cozy. Hang on. Ta-da! Wow! It's huge. And I love it so much. It's so pretty. So I'm using fingering weight scraps held double. Some are my own and others are from a magic cake that Brittany of Crux Fibers made me. I love it so much. I've kind of been sneaking this into making granny squares as well. So, what I'll do is I'll take a color, I'll make a granny square, and then I'll put that color into the blanket and just mix it However, I feel like with other colors, because I want it to be as marled as possible, I am crocheting this with a size 4mm hook. This is just a Knit Picks rainbow wood. I really like it. It's starting to wear down a little bit from how much I've used it. So that is the Neat Ripple blanket from Attic 24, and it's super enjoyable. I haven't touched my other blankets, as you probably know, since they're not here. I have so many projects and so little time. I've kind of dabbled a little bit more into playing video games lately. I find it a really good way to de-stress and just chill for an afternoon. So I do a little knitting and then I do a little video gaming. So I'm not getting as much yarn work done as I would before. And also I've been painting quite a bit, which is really good. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see pictures of all the progress keepers that have been coming into the shop. And I hope to do a little bit more painting today. It's 10:30 in the morning. So there is a lot of time left in the day. So yeah, that's all my yarny stuff. And I go a little bit into life and a little bit of sewing. I'll probably start with the sewing. So here is my next sewing project. This is a pattern I got for $1 from a thrift store quite a while ago. It's a men's button-up, but I'm just going to make one for me to really test it out. I think it'll fit really well. Button-ups are really hard being a curvy person because either they're too small or they're gigantic. So I'm going to try and make one that'll fit me a little bit better. And I don't know if this is true or not, but Quick Sew, I love their patterns. They're always very simple, very easy to follow, but I don't think they're made anymore. Is that true? It's designed by Kirsten Martinson. Yeah, I really love their just simple designs. You can kind of see on the back there. Really, really easy. It won't be my first button-up. I've made some before, and I really like doing them. There's a lot of pieces to them. They're very intricate. But that'll be my next project, and maybe, just maybe, I'll be wearing one next episode. I've got a ton of florals, again, that I want to use. These are all from my grandma. Thinking this will be the one. A very funky pink and purple roses. It goes really sweet, very springtimey. And then there's this one that is a little bit more playful. Still florals, because we have a lot of florals and I enjoy using them. So this one's got like little pink and blue tulips. I thought that was really fun. And they're very soft. I suppose in fabric I should say the content. She's getting into that toy. They're 100% quilting cottons, I'm pretty sure. A lot of them don't have their original contents in them, but this one is definitely a quilting cotton. And I know that's not for garments, like sewn garments. You typically want more of a jersey or something with a little bit of silk in it or something to have some drape. This one, of course, it crinkles like there's no tomorrow, but I don't really mind. I really enjoy how light and airy they are, and they make fantastic summer sewn things because they're so breathable. So I don't mind the wrinkles. It adds to the effect, I guess, and they still have very good drape. So, just really trying to get that treat. So yeah. And life's been pretty chill. I've been sewing and painting a lot and kind of dappering in my yarn stuff. I have no projects where I'm like, yes, I want to make that. I don't have much knitting mojo, which that happens to everybody every once in a while. So I'm just doing the little things first and seeing where they take me. Yeah. And now, the moment you've probably all been waiting for, the giveaway. Okay, so now we're getting into the exciting part of the podcast. It's okay, I know it's the exciting part. I'm not offended. So, the winners. I have 2 winners here that I had randomly generated through like a comment picker on the old internet. The winner of the yarn here, this is the Release the Kraken sock set on our doubloon sock base, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, is Debbie Carter. Yay! So, Debbie, if you want to lay claim to this yarn, just email me your mailing address at, I'm trying to remember my own email, krakenmade@outlook.com. It's also linked down below, so if I didn't get it right, check the comments. So this is yours. Yay! And then the winner of our Progress Keeper giveaway is Jewel7130. So yay! You won a Progress Keeper of your choice, whether it's painted or some polymer clay, or what else do I have? I have Hoggles. And also I'd like to throw in, if you would like a mystery scoop, I'm happy to do that too. Just comment what you would like. Well, not comment what you would like, sorry. Email me and tell me what you would like with your mailing address at krakenmade@outlook.com. So yay, congratulations. I hope you enjoy your prizes. I will get those out to you as soon as I have your mailing addresses. And thank you so much for commenting on that video, and thank you so much for being a subscriber. It means a lot. And if you are not a subscriber, this is your first episode, do consider clicking subscribe and commenting. Introduce yourself down below. I would love to meet you. So I think that's all for today. Yeah. I will get back to some yarny stuff, and I hope that you have a wonderful, sorry, getting ahead of myself, a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is there, that it is full of yarny goodness and joy. And I will see you next time. Bye. She made quite the mess with her stuffy. Do you have fun? Hey?